The Merciless Sea Parade underscored the commitment of the Rivers State Police Command to protect lives and properties.
The police also arrested 2 suspects for alleged human trafficking involving the sale of a 1-day-old baby, while 3 female victims kidnapped from their residence were rescued. Uche Okoro, TVC News, Port Harcourt.
In Oyo State Police Command has presented check worth 33.9 million naira to families of deceased police officers in the state. The Commissioner of Police there, Adebola Hamzat, presented the checks to each family member of the deceased officers at the police headquarters in Eleyele, Ibadan. The Commissioner of Police said a total of 28 checks were presented to 28 families of deceased police officers, as instructed by the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun.
3,967,273 naira 47 kobo to a total of 28 checks to a total of 28 beneficiaries under the group life assurance scheme of our insurance to ameliorate whatever is the trouble our people have gone through arising from the demise of their family members. This arrangement is in consolidation of the IGP's strong welfare scheme to his officers and men, serving, retired, or deceased.
Still in Oyo State, hundreds of workers laid off by the management of the Bafemi Awolowo University Teaching Hospital Ilefe have shut down the hospital in protest against their sack. They're also preventing free movement of vehicles into the teaching hospital. The workers were said to have been employed in 2022 by the management of the teaching hospital as directed by the federal government. But the federal government later discovered that the management of the hospital employed 2,000 people as against 450 approved, which led to the sack. The protesting staff are currently being owed between 10 to 12 months' salaries by the management. They want the management to withdraw the circular disengaging them. As at the time of filing this report, none of the management staff of the institution has addressed the protesters. The Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, has revealed that relocation of the headquarters of the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria from Abuja to Lagos will help the agency save over 500 million naira on travels alone. The minister insisted that there is no going back on the relocation of the headquarters of FAAN. Recall that Senator Ali Ndume from Borno South, as well as chieftains of the Arawa Consultative Forum and other northern groups, had kicked against the relocation of FAAN and the Central Bank of Nigeria departments to Lagos. Mr. Keyamo said the movement of the headquarters of the Airport Authority has become necessary in line with current economic and operational realities. Aviation expert Olumide Ohio joins me live for more updates on this issue. So we seem to have had the political stakeholders on this matter. What's the feeler like within the industry as regards this decision?
I feel we are spending so much time on a topic that should not be at the front burner. What is more important to us right now is a consistent runway excursion on the airport in Lagos, lack of equipment for the runway, the need to improve our safety rating, just as we managed to pass the ICAO audit, and we have some gaps to fill. I think those things are more important to us than this caucus over where relocation and relocation about the headquarters. I think the government shouldn't have even announced it, because before the president came in, the last two MDs that were there both operated from Lagos. And they were doing something like operational capital being Lagos, while administrative was in Abuja. I think that was just continuing smoothly without the the press release and the press is coming in after that memo leaked out. And the last time this was operating from Lagos, even the president's one was already operating from Lagos from the day she came into office. So we didn't need that announcement, and that announcement is not generating so much worry. But for me, I would let us take apart. The most important thing for us right now is to get the facilities like airports to back of this and get a Nigerian airline to go on international routes and continue to wait for the international carriers to be standing fair for us on international routes.
When you hear that about 500 million naira is expected to be saved on travels alone, and bearing in mind the current economic challenges, how much of a value is this decision bringing to the table?
Well, whichever way we look at it, there will still be expenses on travel. When they were moving it from Lagos to Abuja, the excuse was also the cost of traveling to Abuja by the management for meetings and meeting with the minister. And because the minister is very powerful in the aviation industry, he controls all the CEOs and the directors. So they must have the reason to travel to Abuja. And that was the reason why they in the first place, they thought about moving into the issue of moving into Abuja came about to reduce costs. But unfortunately, in moving that sense, they didn't have the infrastructure or the facilities to take those stuff that were going to come from Lagos. So they had to take offices, which was costing extra money. Travel was the reason. But with the advent of technology, if they want to operate with efficiency, they don't need to travel. Zoom has come out, the Zoom link has come out. You can do all these things without traveling. If you improve the technology within your system, if you have IT infrastructure, you don't need travels for this thing. And again, if the government is if the executive interference can be reduced, then travel will not be essential, or compulsory for the director before they can take initiatives or take decisions. So the travel will always be there. The civil servant always use travel to leave his office to make more money. So it's an inherent attitude, but that is embedded in almost every one of them.
When you talk about the use of technology, just as a substitute for all the many travelings, you begin to wonder that do we need to have this conversation on TV? Is it that the stakeholders don't understand that that's how business is now operated around the world?
It's the same excuse, cost cutting that was used to move to Abuja. The same cost cutting that was used to come to back to Lagos. And they didn't, like I said, they didn't need that memo. They were already operating more from Lagos. But the last 2-3 years have been operating more from Lagos. They've not just continued without that memo. That memo now has got the whole story for it. But please, I don't want us to lose focus. We have issues with facilities at the airport. We have issues with fear that are skyrocketing every day because of the supply of steel. We have issues with international affairs that our airlines are not operating, and the few foreign airlines that are operating have kept up the fares. They have not released inventory for the lower fares. Those are more important things that we need to attend to urgently than this drama about the relocation and location of the agencies in the Ministry of Aviation.
Aviation expert Tolumido Huayo, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thanks, Bob.
And coming up on TVC News at 1. Well, we'll tell you about how former NMA National President Francis Faduluye is worried about rising cost of living and is urging Labour to demand new minimum wage that reflects current realities. That's after this break.
Enjoy now. Great taste, great fun. Capri Sun, the taste of fun.
You're watching TVC News at 1. A reminder of our top stories this hour. Police rescue 2 kidnapped victims and the FCT reunites them with families. Sacked workers of Obafemi Awolowo University Teaching Hospital, Ile-Ife, shut down facility, protest against their disengagement. And outside Nigeria, all 27 European leaders agreed to a €50 billion aid package for Ukraine.